First off, I want to. There we go. First off, I want to thank our student section. That might have been as good a student section as we've had in my 4 years here, and made a big difference in that game, made a big difference in the start of the game, the energy in the building, and I can tell you the students played a big role in us winning that game, and our guys fed off of it early, and again, when I go back and evaluate this win, it'll be a very good team win. It was a good team defensive effort, and we knew what we wanted to do. We did a good job of it, and we built a lead. We kept the lead. They made a run. I knew they'd make a run, but we kept our composure really well, and every time they made one, then we answered it, and then we finished the game.
Your 9th win out of 11 tries here at home. You mentioned it with the student section, but how have you guys been able to be so successful on your home floor?
Well, I think everybody, you know, our guys, and it goes back to even when the court design was changed. There was something about that that made our guys take great pride in walking in here. And again, sometimes simple things, but I think also them understanding that we were playing a really good team tonight. A team that came in here 5-2 and had beaten good teams and won on the road. And so I think it's a combination, but I know this, when this building has the feel it had tonight, it makes it even a tougher place to come in and win.
With all of the extra attention and extra things going on, post-scouts in the audience, how do you think overall the team performed on the stage?
Well, I thought our guys were really locked in. We had a defensive plan that we knew we wanted to get to, and you know, everyone equates playing good with scoring. And if I was going to tell you the most valuable player of the game, it'd be Marcus Audi, because somebody'd look at it and say, well, Davis still got 28. Well, but it was a hard 28. He's going to get 28. But I thought our guys did a great job of just being there on him. And Marcus had him most of the night, but then Mike Diggins had him some. And again, that's why I said a very good team effort. And to be honest with you, I don't think our guys look one thing, who's in the crowd, who's not in the crowd. And I don't think this group's ever played that way. And I don't think they did tonight.
Coach, talk a little bit about Jordan Powell's play tonight.
Well, I thought he had a really nice game, and he did a great job on the defensive glass. Did a great job in the middle of the zone, scoring when he could, but then making great passes out of there. And again, he had 10 rebounds. That's what we need out of him. And you know, he's 6 for 9 from the field, and most of them were right around the rim, and then he made all his free throws. So he had a very solid night.
You knew they were going to make a run in the second half. Talk about the poise that the team displayed, particularly after that tip dunk by Arturas.
Well, I thought that tip dunk kind of brought our energy back. And again, when you play against a team that plays zone for 40 minutes, it does something to the game, because then they started scoring and the game had no flow. And that's where I thought our guys did a good job of keeping their composure, knowing that we had the lead, clock matters, and yet we want to get a good shot at the end of every possession. And most of the time we did. And it's never going to be perfect, but I thought overall they made really good plays.
It's the beginning of a 4-game home stretch for you guys here. How important is this particular stretch of games for you in the course of the season? And perhaps more importantly, how important was it to start it off with a win?
Well, I think it was really important to start it with the win, but more importantly, you're finishing up the first round of conference play, and so we got one more team we haven't seen yet, and then you start over. So it's just how our schedule works, you know, that we were on the road to start league play, so we start the second half at home. But it's really a big weekend. It's Hall of Fame weekend. Hopefully the students come back on Saturday. And again, because all these things matter when you're fighting. If anybody doesn't see a lot of parity in this league, then they're not watching this league. There's just not a lot of difference in the teams, and so you need everybody bringing extra energy. And Saturday games are tough, man. You play a hard Thursday night game, you got about 48 hours before you got to play again. And Oakland played at 11 o'clock today, so they've had all day to rest, and they're probably tucked in their little beds right now sleeping, and we haven't even thought about it yet. So I hope our guys can make that adjustment, but like I said, I hope we have a great crowd in here Saturday.
Coach, back to Davis real quick. You guys did have a tremendous job on him. Hands in his face, every shot was contested, but yet he still scored 20. What does that tell you about his type of play?
Well, he's a really good player. We've had some really good players in this league. Kendrick Nunn was like that. You could guard him well for 10 minutes, and for 30 minutes he'd just jump up and make shots. And so there's no question he's such a talented guy, and he can go right, he can go left, he steps back, and they had some other guys really step up and play well for them. And so, again, that's what teams have to do. But no, he's a really good player. I have great respect for him and Mike and their staff and what they're doing. They're going to change that culture.
Yes, Coach Mike.